All right, we're almost at the end of this section now, and we have one last part to do, which is dealing with the trig identities, sum and difference. We're dealing with the tangent. Now, with tangent, this one's a little bit easier to remember because it doesn't have sines or cosines in it. It's just all tangents, and then a random one in it. So let's go take a look at this, and we're actually going to look at how this all works, and then get it pretty quickly. Now, with this part, as you can see, there's all tangents here. We have a 1 and a 1 here. And the same thing for this one here, tan, 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 and then a 1 there. Now, the only thing here to remember is the plus up top will go with the sign here. So whatever sign is here will go on top of the actual fraction itself. Then on the bottom of the fraction is the opposite sign. So if it's plus here, minus here. Then here, with the subtraction, or the difference, it's the subtraction sign on top here. So it's a subtraction sign on top, subtraction sign on top. And so if it's subtraction on top, it's a addition sign on the bottom. But tan A, tan B, and then on the bottom it's 1, tan A, tan B, and just do with the signs according to what they give you. Simple. So once again, gotta remember those, gotta keep them in your brain, commit them to memory, not to just memorization for now and dump it, but from memory, especially for those who are going to AP Cal. You might need these again. Alright, so we go to example 4, and we're almost done. We have one more example after this. We're going to use the sum and difference identities for tangents to solve the exact value for tangents 285 degrees. So it's kind of like we did for example 3, and we're going to break this up, and we can either use the sum or difference, but we're using tangent now. So once again, there are so many different combinations you can use here to get the answer for either adding them together or subtracting them. But I'm going to deal with the subtraction. Actually, no, let's take that back. Actually, I'm going to add them. I'm going to add them together. I'm going to deal with two values that are on our chart. We have 240 plus 45. If we add those two together, that gives us 285. So let's go ahead and deal with this. And it's going to be a very simple one. Because we're going to deal with tan 240 plus tan 45 all over 1. And like we said before, if it's a plus on top, it's a minus on the bottom. Then we have tan 240 tan 45 degrees. And so that requires us to go back to our chart again and find the values for this. So for this, our value for tan 240 is square root of 3 over, square root of 3, excuse me, just square root of 3 completely. And value for tan 45 degrees is positive 1. Then we have 1 on the bottom here, minus, and we have square root of 3 for the tan 240, and a 1 for 45 degrees. So we simplify this down, that's square root of 3 plus 1 over 1 minus square root of 3. But then we run into a dilemma here because we can't have a radical in denominator. So we have to multiply by something to get rid of that radical in denominator. And as some of you guys said in class today, we multiply by the conjugate. Actually, Christian Bell made the comment and said it. So good job, Christian. You got that one. So we're going to go ahead and multiply top and bottom by the conjugate. Now here, we're going to go ahead and multiply these using either the box method or FOIL, whichever way you use. And I'm going to let you use that yourself. So I'm going to just go ahead and do it in my head and actually write it out on the board using FOIL itself. So if you need to do it, go ahead and pause this really quickly and work it out using box method for the top, these two for the box method, and the bottom, these two together. I'm going to box them or FOIL them out and then check it after a few seconds. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and work it out though. So here comes FOIL, looking at the top. That's square root of 3, that is plus 3, That's going to be plus 1, and that's going to be square root of 3 on top. Should be a plus right there, it's a positive. On the bottom, we have 1 minus 3, because that little number cancels out. So, combining like terms, our square root of 3's, we're going to actually put that in the back. We're going to deal with the numbers first, so that gives us 4. 3 plus 1 is 4. Square root of 3 times square root of 3 plus square root of 3. So I'll just put 1 in front of those. Bam, bam. We add together, that gives us 2 square roots of 3. Then on the bottom, we get a negative 2. And we simplify this down. We can break that into 2 fractions, and that will give us a negative 2 minus square root of 3. And if you can see that broken down of how we got that, if we write this over here really quick, like, so if we simplify those, we can break this into 2 fractions, so that's negative 2, and the 2 and the negative 2 cancel out, or 2 and that 2 down here cancel out, so leaves with the negative, so I guess it's a negative square root of 3. So that is your final answer. Very simple, very easy. All right.